Okay, Peter, so really quick, we are looking at this here is just shy currently of this is 40 inches right here. So we're using cardboard on a table to create exactly a 40 and a half inch width. And this is touching it. And this is 95 inches long. So 95 inches to here. And the way we have the configuration right now is these are 7/6. So we would obviously probably, I think, go a little bit beyond this, but I'm going to go through scenarios with you just to make sure we have a good creative approach to what we want to do. Right now, the bed is on set up for one side. It's 5 foot wide. I want to show you how much room. So I'm 210 pounds, and I come in here, and this is touching the back drape here. And I have currently a 19 inches of clearance. I'm going to add another foot to this side so you can see how much more that's going to be. So now we have, we're at 6 foot there and 6 foot here. So this is how much room we have right now. So it's offset. This is an offset measurement with 30 inches of butt room. So you could quick come in and service a patient or see a patient as needed. But 6 feet 8 inches, you got big butt space in here. Okay, booty, 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 right? And then a little, I'd say, that's a pretty good Pilates butt. I wouldn't boast massively accessible, but you have at 6 feet 8 inches wide. You're experiencing this with me. We played around a little bit earlier, but I want to show you if you're going both sides, 6'8" width is your, I think, minimum safety for movement. It is definitely a ton of space. So if we're pushing this out this way, that's touching right there. You've got major room on one side. Now, if we go a little bit more, so right now this is 8 foot wide, and with the 8 foot width, you have wheelchair access on this side, right? Because this is a 40-inch bed by 95 inches. Absolutely guaranteed to get in and out without. So 8 foot would be the largest you would need. 7 foot is pretty good. There's no need to even offset this. This is just a quick fill. I want you to fill this. And since we're at the largest setting on an 8 foot, just keep this in mind. It doesn't really cost anything, but if it has a purpose for a chart hanger or it has any kind of purpose over here, we could even do a hanger. We could come out. So you know how we have the mesh back? This could be all mesh if you wanted it to be. So we could mesh this with hangers, with signs, full side drape. So you could do a mesh or you could do a regular drape. Regular drape, actually, as we talked about, it holds germs, but it looks a little more formal. The mesh looks okay. And then I'm gonna have Joe come over here at an angle. So this gives you an idea of our traditional wall. So we could go with the clear, and we could go with the bottom being mesh, or we could go with the bottom coming up a little bit higher. If you tell me the height of the bed, I can match the clear to the bed height so people don't see at an angle any of the bottom part of the bed, if that even really matters. But 8 foot, so this is an 8 by 8, and this is huge. I'm going to set up now what I'm going to recommend for space, and I'm going to show you both space with a side only access and double sided access. Okay, this is our 7 foot wide setting, and this is absolutely plenty of room for family to gather on each side. It's good. We talked about that being a 7 foot marker. 7 right now is the most roomiest for coming and going. Now, if you layered people, you'd have people touching to try. If a doctor had to get around to do something up here, there'd be touching going on. I don't know if that's an issue, but definitely want you to see how much space there is at the 7 foot setting. We're back to the 6 foot. All right, and the 6 foot, it's spot on 6 foot right there. Again, it could have open access, so I could push this over a little bit and get a little tighter here and a little tighter here. Okay, still pretty decent. 6 foot, you can still move around pretty good. And if you're stacking beds in a room, this probably would be your best size for a tight application. You definitely have safe access. This is a 50-ounce OSHA-approved body bag with Holt webbing and YKK number 10 zipper. Just thought I would show that to you in case you want to buy 12,000 of them. This is, again, this is the 6 foot setting. Definitely the 6 foot setting would work great. And you could even get away with 5 foot if you did the offset. So if you're stacking them, I mean, if you got to pick a size to be safe and you have the room, 7 by 8 is good. Question mark, do you want the back mesh? May or may not work for you. If you're going to offset them, you can get as tight as 5.5 foot to 6'8" on the height right now. And this would be a single piece. It would set up just like our normal booth. The only difference is we don't have a pole going across here unless you want the drape. But we probably could get this thing done for a very small increase over the regular booth. So this would not be much more than what you guys have been paying. For the trade show model, we want to make sure we nail it. So what I'd like to do is have you talk to your people, have them look at the sizes. Again, we just put cardboard here to add 5 inches to a 30-inch table, making it 40 inches wide, and it's 95 inches long. I just throw the body bag on here to do a commercial because I have to. And then we use our normal walls to move them around. So I can knock one of these out pretty quick. Again, circulate this, get some feedback. If they want pockets, if they want mesh, if they want higher sidewalls, or they want mesh sidewalls, it all depends on the look or the application that you're looking for. I will build one for you for your trade show. So thanks for the challenge. Sorry it took me a couple extra days. We have been crazy busy. Show them the shop, Joe. It's just a mess. Look how messy our shop is. We have projects everywhere. So we're in the thick of it right now, but it's good to be busy, right? All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Graham Field. See you. Bye.